All right, guys, so welcome. I am so excited about this presentation. This is something I've been diving into over the last few months. AI has come a very long way. I used to build websites using Wix and Squarespace, building beacons, stand stores, all the things. And I used to be like, oh, I wish I could just prompt it and it would create it. And guess what, guys? Like, literally, that's what you can do now. But not only can you do it for yourself and your business, but you can actually do it for other businesses. This can actually be a very lucrative income stream because a lot of businesses do not have websites because they were quoted five, six, $7,000, and then you got to pay for all the hosting fees, and you got to connect this app and that app to actually make your business work. And now you can do it all in one place, and it's quite amazing. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen here. Okay. And we're just going to talk a little bit more about it. Okay. All right. So let me make this into a slideshow. Let me get this Google Gemini. By the way, guys, if you do not have the Chrome extension for Google Gemini, definitely put that on there because it can see your screen and help you fix a lot of things. We literally have so many tools these days that can help you troubleshoot through things that you would just sit there and be like YouTubing and Googling for hours. You can literally just be like, hey, I'm getting this error on the screen. This is what I'm looking at. This is a program I'm working with. And normally it's literally going to give you an answer. And it's so amazing. So, anyways, I am so excited. We are going to teach you how to build a website in an hour and you can sell it to other people. So, I'm going to show you how to use AI with Strategy Studio, how to build, how to pitch, how to actually find the businesses that are looking for these things. I'm going to show you one I created last night. It's actually a local business that's like 5 minutes away. That is actually a screen printing business. And since I was literally in that business, I'm very excited to share with them what I have created. So Strategy Studio, if you don't know, is powered by Go High Level. We stand behind it as an agency, giving you live trainings like this. We do onboardings. We help you. You're not just left with having to figure it out yourself. So right now, 27% of small businesses still don't have a website. Let me tell you, last week I went to order Chinese food. It was a new Chinese place where I was by, and I tried to look for their menu online and I couldn't find it. And so then I like kind of found it on like a Yelp thing, and then they were like, well, it's on Facebook. But how are people going to know to go to Facebook or search on Facebook for the menu? I almost didn't order, but I really wanted Chinese food, so I did. So I was like, man, I'm going to show you the website I created for them too. I was playing with it last night. So most people that do have sites, they were built 8 years ago. And then it's like ridiculous to try to get anything fixed on. And how do I know that? Because I used to build them and they were very frustrating. So 73% of local searches happen on the phone and the site doesn't look right. Okay. So we're going to talk all about those things and how you could literally fix this and even look at a website and maybe redo it for them and be like, hey, so we're going to go all into that. So when I'm talking about businesses, I'm talking about your nail salon, your landscaper, a chiropractor, the restaurant down the street, like Chinese food, okay, that I'm going to say, hey, you guys need a website because I can't figure out how to order food or even see your menu. So, Strategy Studio, what is it? It is one login for the whole business. A lot of you already have it. It comes with an AI website and funnel builder, your CRM and pipeline for your leads, emails and automations. It actually has a business locator, a prospecting list that you can literally go in, and every month it allows you to pull businesses right there to get prospects to talk to. You can get reviews. You can post them to Google. Everything is all in one spot. Your calendars, your booking, social planner, you can schedule out to 9 different platforms. So what this means is you don't need to be a designer or a developer or copywriter because all the tools using AI are already there for you. And I actually built a chat GPT. If you're in the studio, you have it. It is called the Website Builder, and it literally gives you clean prompts because your website is only as good as your prompt. I'm going to show you how to prompt properly to actually get a good website and how to get inspiration to have AI create it. Um, and a lot of problems that businesses might have too is when they're using Wix and Squarespace and Shopify, you're having to buy apps, you're having to buy all these other things, and nothing really connects seamlessly together. Okay, so the old way of building websites, right, is you have to like come up with the idea, go to a business, and then ask for money from them. And then it's 6 to 8 weeks. And then the client has to see, oh, okay, well, then they see it. And then they're like, oh, I don't really like that, and you spent all this time creating a website. Okay. And then it's done, right? Because you don't, but with Strategy Studio, you don't even need a call start. You can literally go to somebody's Facebook page, which is what I did last night, and I'm going to show you. You could go to somebody's website that doesn't really function well, and you can literally create a mock-up in minutes and then connect things and show them. So you can build it and show them, and then they see it and they don't have to imagine. If they say, oh, I really like that, but maybe I'd like to change this, and then it's already done. Now you charge a setup fee for creating the website, whatever it is. You can charge $500, $1,500, $2,000, whatever you want to do. And then also, they would pay for their site for the CRM, the whole strategy studio. So you get monthly recurring income too. And when they already have it, set up and they can see it, it's a lot harder to say no. You're giving them something for free, right? So what you do first, and I did this literally last night. I don't even think it took me an hour. Now I didn't connect any of my forms yet, but what I did was I Googled, and I'm going to show you how I Googled, nearby businesses, and it will literally show you if it has a website or not. And so I found one that didn't have a website. Okay, so I went and then searched for them on Facebook, and I found their page, and I found all the pricing and all the pictures, right? But nothing's really organized. And then I went into my AI prompt filter, the ChatGPT I created or the bot, and I said, hey, I need to create a website for this person. They don't have one. And I gave all the colors, their logo, all the things that it needed. Okay. And then I popped it on over into the AI studio. I created it and then I edited it with actual pictures from them, right? Because now you want to prompt it to make sure it actually has the pictures that they're using. Okay. So then you connect things. You connect things like your contact form, a booking calendar, maybe an inquiry form. So, and now you're showing them, oh my goodness, I need this because right now I don't have anything. And then you publish to a preview link. It's not actually live, right? You can send it as a link so they can look at it, or you could do a screen recording and share that with them. So, I always recommend build it first and ask second because that makes it so like, oh, this person's trying to help. Like, hey, I built this website. I actually already rebuilt yours. No charge, no catch. I just wanted to show you. And they're probably going to say yes because they're like, oh, okay. They're not really selling. You're just showing them, right? You're not putting up any walls are like, I don't really know, right? And if you already built it, it all actually shows the proof. Okay. And then when they actually see all of their stuff put together, they are going to say, oh my gosh, looks beautiful. I want this, right? Because it's already created. So you are not selling the website though. You're selling the phone ringing because you want to make sure these people are getting phone calls and you can say, hey, like, I don't see this on Google, or I don't, how many missed calls are you getting because of this? And there's so many other things you can incorporate into it, like AI voice agents, where if they miss calls, AI can take over and answer it for them. And you can create ROI calculators, so much things that you can show to them. So, and every lead is in one place. If a customer texts them, if a customer calls them, if a customer messages them on Instagram or messages them on Facebook, it's all in one spot. I can't tell you how many times I'm talking to somebody on Facebook, maybe I'm talking to them on Instagram, and then I can't figure out where we talked, and then I'm asking the same question again. In the system, it's all there, and this is amazing for businesses. Okay, so your prospect list writes its own pitch. Okay, so you search a location, and this is the prospector tool inside Strategy Studio, where you can search for real estate agents. It pulls live data from where you are. Okay, and then it scores them, and then it generates the audit. So you can do one quick build and show what their problems are. A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll take a website, I'll put it into ChatGPT or Gemini, and I say, where are the gaps? Where could this be stronger? And then you recreate the website for them. Okay, so where else can you get clients? Local Facebook groups. My partner, Kathy, literally posted in her local Facebook group, what business do you do? And could you use help with the website? She had 526 comments. 526 comments from business owners. The Facebook Marketplace, next door, Chamber of Commerce. You can go out, actually go out and talk to people and get into network marketing groups, vendor booths and local events, any of your existing network. I will tell you, I have connected with my chiropractor because he does medical insurance now or Medicare. And so now I'm helping him. So anytime you're anywhere, talk about it, talk about the things, do some research before you go to get your hair done the next time. A salon is a great place to show this because, and I'm going to actually show you a salon website that my partner created, Rena, where she actually put a voice agent on there. It can do bookings, it can talk all the things. And then obviously referrals. Once you start doing builds, ask your customers, like, hey, do you know any other business owners that could maybe use this? Because business owners talk to other business owners. Okay, so what do you actually say? Here are some examples. I build websites for local businesses here in town. I noticed the salon doesn't have one yet, so I went ahead and built you an example. Free, no catch. Want me to send you a link? And then a Facebook group comment, following up, right? So lots of different ways to do it, but the best way to do it is to create, send it, and then ask questions. So the Strategy Studio, you sell them on the Strategy Studio, which is $97 a month. You also make recurring monthly commission, but you set a build fee. It could be $500. It could be $1,500. It could be $2,000, literally as much as you want. And then charge more to manage it. You can charge more to manage it monthly. Maybe they want you to manage their emails or their content, right? And this could be very, very lucrative because that is all 100% yours. All right, so we're going to build this, but what your first 7 days would look like is getting in, getting comfortable, getting uncomfortable, really, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then get over it because that's where most people get stuck is they get uncomfortable and then they stop and they stall out. Okay. Run a business locator and pull 25 local businesses with no website and then see which one sparks your passion. What do you know a lot about? What can you talk about that you can relate with them and build that? Okay, so build the site and then send it to them and just tell them. And then build two more. Join local Facebook groups, follow up on number one, answer one question in a group with values to start showing, your authority and so you can build trust. Okay, so let's go ahead and build it. Most of you have Strategy Studio. If you don't have it yet, you can start with a 14-day trial and literally get in and start building right now for businesses and see if it's something that you want to do. Let me check. Does anybody have questions so far? Because we're going to go ahead and go in and start building this so I can show you. Anybody have questions? Oh, I didn't know you owned a screen printing shop. That's amazing. If anybody has questions, just put it down in the chat. Okay, let me show you what I did last night. Okay, so last night I looked for businesses near me. And so I saw that this one had a website already. That one had a website, but you can see this one doesn't have a website. This one doesn't have oh, that one does have a website. But you can see the ones that do not have websites here. Harvest Direct Farms doesn't have a website. Upright Builders doesn't have a website. But I said, oh, this is right down the street from me. And it is a screen printing shop, which I didn't used to screen print, but I used to buy the screen prints and sell all the things. So I went over here And it brought up some pictures. And I was like, wow, okay, let me look at this. So I said, well, they don't have a website. I have no way to contact them. So what I did was I went over to Facebook and I searched for them. And here they are. And they have about 605 followers. But let me tell you that they do a lot of stuff, like a lot, but they have no website. You can see they have pictures of things of all the stuff they can do. And they do have some pricing for tumblers and all of that, right? But there's so much stuff that they have put on here. So I said, okay, let me go to ChatGPT. So I went over to my website builder and I said, hey, here are some pictures. I need to create a website for this company. Okay. So it talked about the brand positioning and the website structure. And then I told it to give me a actual prompt. And it did. It gave me a very detailed prompt. And it took the colors, right? I put their logo. So these are called hex codes. If you've been on any of my trainings before, you know I'm always talking about hex codes because it will pull the exact colors from your logo. And that's how, computers work is with those codes and those exact colors. So it built this prompt for me, which is very long, as you can see. But then it also told me to do that prompt and then go in and refine different things that they need. So it gave me that prompt too. Okay, so let me see which one right here. I think it is here. Okay, so after I did that, I went over here and I put the prompt in and went ahead and it created this literally in about 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little longer, right? Because it is AI. It is building it, right? So they can request a quote. It goes to a different page. It talks about the different services and their embroidery, UV printing, promotional products. You would put all of their pictures in here for their portfolio. You can add more, a contact form, all these different things were created. I didn't create any of this. AI created this in just a few minutes. And then you go in and you connect it to your CRM. You connect it to an actual form where people can fill it out, and then it goes into your contacts. And then you are actually building an email list. Let me show you another one I created right here. This was actually Blue Dragon. It was the Chinese place that I went to last week and they had nothing. And so I went to their Yelp menu and I told it to recreate it. And it took the pic. Some of them didn't have pictures, so it didn't, right? But look at this. It literally created the menu. So now I can be like, hey, I called last week and I know the girl was like probably frustrated because I was getting frustrated. It's like, I don't even know what to order. Like, what do you not like? You don't have like chicken and broccoli or whatever it was I wanted. But if they had a menu I could look at, then it would be right here. And that is how easy it is. Like this was only, I think it only took maybe 5 minutes for this to generate. Let me go ahead and see if, oh, let me show you guys the salon that my friend created. And it actually has a chat widget on it. So when you get into like AI agents and stuff, you can literally sell the chat widgets for like a lot of money just for the chat widget. Okay, so let me see here. Where is the salon? Does anybody have questions? I'm trying to see if there's a chat. Okay, no questions yet. Let's see if I can find the salon here. Okay, your best. Okay, here we go. All right, so she created this off of an inspirational website that she found on the internet, and it will literally recreate a website. Be like, hey, I found this. This is what I want. It actually clicked to some of the products. So if they had like an affiliate link here, you would shop that with your affiliate link, and then you would be able to do that. All right, we are going to talk to Sassy. That is the AI agent for this because this is a very huge seller for when you're building websites for businesses that maybe miss calls. So let's go ahead. Let me know, please, if you cannot hear when I do this. Okay, we're going to tap here to talk.
Hi there, you have reached ADC Salon. How can I help you today?
Hey, I was wondering if you had any appointments that I could book for tomorrow.
Thanks for asking. We do have appointments available tomorrow, which is Thursday, July 16th. Our hours are 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and several stylists are working that day. Could you tell me your name so I can get started with the booking?
Is there any way I could come in at 9:30 actually? I know you guys open at 10.
Our earliest appointments start at 10 a.m., so unfortunately, we can't book anything before then. Would you like to grab the first available slot at 10? Or is
Yeah,
there another time later in the day that works for you? And could I get your name to hold the spot?
it's Amanda Nagel.
Thanks, Amanda. Just to confirm, that's Amanda Nagel, Amanda Nagel, right?
It's actually Nagle.
Got it. Thanks for clarifying. So that's Amanda Nagel, Amanda Nagle, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks, Amanda. Could you share your email address so we can send your appointment details?
Sure, it's amandan@gmail.com.
Thanks. So that's AMANDAN@gmail.com, right?
Yes. Yep.
Great, thank you. And just to confirm, you'd like to book the earliest available appointment tomorrow, which is 10 a.m., correct?
Yeah.
What service are you looking to book? And do you have a preferred stylist or should I match you with someone available?
I would like a cut and color, and your best stylist available would be preferred.
Thanks for letting me know, Amanda. I'll set you up for a cut and color at 10 a.m. tomorrow with our top available stylist. You'll get a confirmation at your email, and if anything changes, a team member will reach out right away. You're all set. If you have any other questions or need to adjust your appointment, just let us know. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks. Okay, guys, look at that. Okay, look, this is something that you can add to these websites that you can sell to businesses. Think about your landscaper, your roofer, the person that does not, that misses calls, maybe an HVAC person. I know my HVAC people miss my calls, that you could set it up where they could have somebody that answers. Okay, so let me show you guys. Let's make another website so I can show you in real time. Let me get to the website builder, new chat. I want to create a simple website for my digital product business. It's going to ask questions. There we go. What digital product do you sell or plan or service, and who's it designed to help? I sell Canva templates for people who want to design products quickly. Don't judge me on my spelling. I misspell it and they're gonna know what I meant. Okay, so I'm gonna say Etsy seller. I sell a mix of several types. Okay, call it um, digital boss girl with light pink, white, black, and gray colors. Okay, so it gave me my hex codes, the type of fonts I should use. Okay, so foundation prompt for the AI website builder. Okay, give me the full prompt. Here we go. There's my color palette, the typography. It's actually creating a logo for me. Still going. Okay. So now I am going to go over here, copy it, and we are going to create it. And let's see it go to work. Now, this is going to take a few minutes. So I want to pause here and I want to see what questions you guys have. You can unmute, you can put them in the chat. Let's see. Okay, no questions so far. Wow, how do you make Sassy? Okay, so Sassy is an AI voice agent. Um, we did do a training on that a few weeks ago. It's actually quite easy on how to do this. Um, so this is all, it's all in the studio. And right now, this is what's great is anything with the AI studio, anything with AI voice agents, anything with AI chat widgets, they are all free to use and build through August 31st. Then it'll kind of be like a token thing. It's not going to be very expensive though. So, it's really great to get in now and use it and build all the things. As you could see in my account, I've literally built all types of websites. You don't, once it's made, it's made. Uh, if somebody have a question, I could hear somebody have a question. Okay. You just, all right.
Hey, Amanda,
Yeah.
let me ask a question here.
Yeah.
So you're saying all of this is inside what I already have inside the studio?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I don't have to have and this may just be my brain thinking, not thinking right. So I don't have to have a subscription to Chat GPT Plus that I'm paying for every month?
So I do use ChatGPT. I do pay for ChatGPT and Claude. However, inside of the system, they actually do have an Ask AI where you wouldn't have to do that. Um,
And is it as good?
I don't love it as much,
Okay. And I have
but
not yet used Claude, but I'm aware of it.
Claude is
Okay.
freaking amazing. So the presentation that you guys saw today, Claude created that for me in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And so, like, literally, the visuals, I could go in and edit all the things. So, when you start using these all together, it's amazing. And one thing I want to talk about with Claude as well is that you can actually connect Claude to Go High Level, and it will run reports for you and see the gaps and see if there's an automation that's maybe not working. We're also, my partner Rena, she just figured out how when you have Claude and Go High Level connected together, but you're in network marketing, you can connect your back office to your network marketing company. So she does pharmacy and she realized she was missing 99 contacts that Claude caught. She was able to tag people by what they purchased. And so let's say somebody bought BB cream, then it would tag those people with BB cream by their purchase inside of the system. And then when there's a sale on BB cream, she can go and say, okay, these people are tagged with BB cream. I'm going to send this email to let them know that it's on sale. So there's all these things that you can set up in automations. Like it can literally sit and create the content and schedule it out for you in the background. And you can connect all these systems together to work for you. So it's kind of amazing.
That's really mind blowing.
I know, I know. Like, I'm so excited about this, guys, because, and I want to say this because I was that burnt out owner. If I had this system when I was running my custom boutique shop, would not have had these issues. I was literally manually taking orders. I had no website. People were commenting sold with their size and color. I had no email list. I almost lost my entire business because Facebook deleted my profile of 15 years and I never got it back. But thankfully, my mom and my husband were admins in there and they were able to, I was able to still keep the group and get, talk to people and stuff like that. But that is why it is so important that you are on a system that you're not going to lose your email list. You know, Meta isn't going to say, "Hey, you can't post that," right? Like you have everything in this system. It also connects with Google. You can run Facebook ads, you can run Google ads, all the things. Um, oh yeah, so the AI in here, I mean, sometimes it's good. It does work a lot like chat. I think they're improving it every day. And I think the goal is, right? Because before they came out with AI Studio, I was actually using Lovable to create different websites like this. But then they came out with AI Studio and it's freaking amazing what it can do. And so I believe that they will eventually, very soon, because technology is changing so quickly, update it so that it is gonna compete with the others. But right now, I still pay for ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. I use them all for three different things because they have three different strengths, right? So Claude is really great at creating content and being professional and creating actual documents that you can edit. Whereas ChatGPT really helps me brainstorm and it helps me, really hone in on my ideas. And Gemini, as I add this extension up here, when I'm having issues, it can literally tell me what's wrong, why I got an error, step by step, how to fix things. So I use each one differently. What other questions do we have while we are waiting for this to finish?
Did you teach yourself all that?
Yeah. And you know how I did this? Um, I did it asking Gemini, Chat, and Claude. I'd be like, how do I do this? Right. So the studio is built on Go High Level, right? And they know what Go High Level is and they can search for that stuff. So I'm like, hey, I'm building this. I need help. And it would help me. Okay, are you referring to using Google AI Studio? No. So this, let me show you guys. So Strategy Studio is our software, which here's the Ask AI right here. Okay, so it is built on Go High Level. And inside, you are able to create websites. You are able to connect 9 different social media platforms to schedule it out for you. You can have your automations. There are templates, all the things here. You can have your own communities, right? So let me show you this here. This is something huge. Okay, so I have a lot of school communities. I don't have to anymore because now I can host them here with my membership and it looks just like a school community. Hopefully this will log in for me. Okay, this one is not going to log in for me. My link messed up. Okay, here we go. So this looks literally just like school. Okay. And you can have all your learning stuff. So there's the course where you can learn and open and all the things. And I don't have to pay for $99 for it. And you can still gamify all the things in here. So the studio is what brings it all together. And this is what you sell the software to your clients, then you make the builds and you go from there. It's pretty amazing. I mean, look at all the websites I've built. You can also build, there's templates in here. You can build dashboards, you can build apps, you can build a blog, you can do an e-commerce site, all like so many different things. All right, let's see.
Amanda,
Oh, go ahead.
have you tried building an app in there yet?
I have not. I have built dashboards.
Okay.
So like, let's say you work with a client and here we go. Here's the website. Look at that. Social media, Etsy shop kits. Look at this, guys. I freaking love it. So that was probably maybe 10 minutes. It was working. And then it goes over to all your shop. Look at this. Are you kidding me? When I was building Shopify sites, I wanted to throw the computer out the freaking window, okay? Because it was awful. Look at this. I mean, literally created this in 10 minutes. So, and then you go back and then you connect it to different forms and so that it's actually connected to your CRM and all of that. Okay, so but no, so let me go back to dashboards. So like let's say you had a client and you are a fitness instructor and you have a plan that you want to have them follow. You can literally create a dashboard for them to follow and they would log in and they could see what they needed to do for the week.
Crazy. I remember having to hire somebody to do this for me in my clinic and it would take, I mean, it was so expensive and it would take forever and I would be so aggravated.
It
And now
literally,
you can do it
yeah,
like in 2 minutes.
yeah.
Oh, it's amazing, but it's also overwhelming because it's like, now what do? You look at it and you go, okay, so now what? I mean, It can't be that simple, but it is.
It is. So you would then connect your products, right? Like you would add your products and connect it. You could add a form here. So it actually links back to your CRM. So let me just show you, let me see one that's done that actually has forms and stuff on it. So, um, I think this is our growth and strategy one. Yeah, okay. So if we preview this site, so this is on preview right now, but you can actually redirect it to an actual domain. So if I hit save my spot for $1, it pops up. So you would just embed and link, right? You embed your checkout links and then they purchase. And so now you have a whole landing page that people can go to and then purchase your product. You could also have it for like just a form, just like literally like a freebie that you might have for somebody to download. I did one for a travel agency and it would talk about all the different things. And you would add in, you would prompt it to say, okay, you would put a picture here of you with about you, all that. Actually, this is the wrong one. Um, there's there's just so many different things that you can do. Here's the right one.
So once you get it to this point, once you
Mhm.
get it to that point, then you have to add other things to it. You have to go
Yeah.
back in and embed it.
Yes. So let me show you how you would do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me hit back. Oop, I hit the wrong thing. All right, so this is a travel agent one. Okay, so now I'm going to go back over and log into the studio. Well, I usually have multiple tabs open because, one I'm working on a website, one I'm pulling links from, right? So I am going to go to forms, travel agents. Here's a travel agent form that I created. So, and this is all drag and drop. You can create your forms, all the things here. Actually, you know what? It was a survey I created for this. So surveys, because it was very long. Okay, so you can create surveys, you can create forms, you can create quizzes, all the different things, and then you just embed it um, into the website. So here it is here because this was a little bit longer. So I wanted to do it as a survey. So when you're going to share a survey, or if you created a form, whatever, you go up here to integrate and you're going to take this embed code, copy it. You could click that copy there. Now it's copied to the clipboard. Go back over to growth and strategy. And I'm going to say link this form to request a free quote. So it's all about prompting, right? And so if you need help or need to re-prompt something, a lot of times I go back over to ChatGPT or I go back over to Gemini and say, hey, how do I prompt this better? Or this is what I'm looking for. You can have it add like scrolling specials up the top and actually have it be like a scrolling marquee on it. You can animate the website. So I don't think this one is animated. So let me actually, that'll be the next thing I tell it. So it does one thing. You can do a whole bunch of different things at once in one prompt, or you can prompt it, one at a time. Right now, do it one at a time. When you got to pay for it, I would do a bunch all at once because then it's like per prompt or whatever. But like I said, it's going to be very cheap and very comparable to like ChatGPT and Lovable. And there will still be free credits that you get, I'm pretty sure, once it comes out for free or once it comes out to be paid. Okay, so I'm going to say animate this website so that there are moving parts. It's still updating here for the contact form. Since it's just one thing, it shouldn't take terribly long. What other questions do we have while we're waiting?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So let's say you wanted to add a different photo or something, are you doing the same thing? Doing
Yep.
the share, the integrate, and then copy and paste?
No, if you want to add a photo, you just take the photo and add it as an attachment and say, put this in the About Me section.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll actually do that too. Add this photo of me to the About Me section. And ah, okay, so oh my gosh, what just happened? X out of that. Move that up. Okay. Upload an image. So you can either upload it from your media library. So let's see if it'll pull from here. I don't think I have any pictures of me in this account. This is a test account. All right, let's just say I use this person. I'm going to insert the file. And so now it's down here. I still got to wait until this is done thinking. Um, Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than other days. Sometimes it's super quick. It depends on how many people are using it. And it always says up there, we're experiencing temporary high latency with our LLM providers, which literally means like there's a lot of people using it right now. And so sometimes it is just going to be slower before it actually does the task that you asked it to do. Any other questions while we are
I
waiting?
have a question.
Sure.
Hi. So just to clarify, I need to know if I'm following this correctly. App Strategy Studio is housed within Go High Level, where you can build like the websites.
Yes, so we are an agency. So we it's called white labeled. We have white labeled Go High Level. You get our support, you get our trainings, you get onboarding. A lot of the girls in here can attest, like I've been working with some of these girls for a couple years. I just got into this, but I'm always helping all of you guys as you're doing this. So the difference is you could absolutely go purchase from Go High Level, but you're not going to get the hands-on touch points that we offer here at Strategy Studio, all the extra trainings and all that kind of stuff. And you get the same thing. Everything is built into everything that you see here, you get.
Okay, and one more question.
Sure.
So like obviously like you're saying you get a certain amount of credits per month to build out websites, but what happens when them credits run out?
So it's actually a pay per usage. And they,
Oh,
right. So I believe you have so many that are free. Right now, it is free. Like you can go in and build as many websites, as many things as you want, as many chat agents, as many AI agents as you want. And it is literally free for all of it until August 31st. So you can go in, try, see if it's for you. And then once it rolls out, I believe September 1st, then it will go pay by usage.
so it's pay by usage. Oh, there's a website, I can't remember what it was. So are you like loading the money on first, then building out after if it's pay by usage? And then
So
it's kind of taken away in tokens.
So what happens is it'll show like how many tokens you're using, but you have a wallet on file and you usually have about $10 in there. They want you to have $10 in there at a time and it'll just keep refilling at the $10. And I'm not quite sure yet what the pricing is, so I don't want to quote it. I think they have posted what it will kind of follow and look like. Um, but it would just come from your wallet. So you would just have to keep an eye on
Okay.
it. Because same for emails. And we do not upcharge for emails. So basically, you would have to send 10,000 emails to meet the $10 wallet charge.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, I don't see anything else in the chat. Anybody else have any questions? This is taking a really long time, so I apologize, guys. But this is what happens with AI, right? Okay, let's go see. I'm gonna just try to open it and see if it did actually make any changes yet. Sometimes I go into another browser and I'm like, oh, it did make the change and it's just like stuck. Nope, it's still editing the contact page there. So, but that is how you do it. I promise you that's how it works. But I bet that there's a lot of people using it right now, as there always is around this time of day, to embed and have it work. But like I said, you would copy the link from whatever form it is or whatever picture, and it swaps it out for you. Just like how I showed you, like I created this and I embedded my payment link here, and then it went to my checkout. So it's just prompting with the links and say, okay, link this picture to this section, link this link to this button so that it all flows properly.
Oh, I actually have another question.
Sure.
Because I know a little bit about Go High Level. So I know like on the basic plan you can like have free sub accounts. So are you hosting websites for people and charging them? And like, do you do that? Because you can do that from this account, can't you?
Yeah, so we don't give free sub accounts with some of the Go High Level, but we are looking at doing like an add-on. So if you wanted to just add on one for $10, you probably could. But what we're saying is you should want to sell the software to the client, right? Strategy Studio, because we're not just you're not just getting the software, you're getting us with it, right? So they're going to get the onboarding, they're going to get the help, they're going to get all the things that come with it when you sell Strategy Studio, right? And then you're going to make monthly recurring income from that. Plus, you can also charge a fee for maintaining their website. So let's
But
say,
if you're selling them the software, why would they pay for you to maintain the website? Or is that two separate things that you're referring to? Selling the software
so
and then
you
hosting the website?
So the software is Go High Level Strategy Studio, right? So you would sell them
Yeah.
a Strategy Studio account, which you would make money on, and then you would create yourself a subscription or like if they wanted you to continue to help them with the website, then they would pay like $2.95 a month or something, and you would go in and update their and that's all yours. That's 100% yours. And I do that for some clients as well, where you maintain the website for them, their emails, their automations, a newsletter, whatever it is. Um, so you would like build the website, they host it, it's all in Go High Level, right? And the thing that we always say too is you want to kind of separate, even if you had your own agency, you would separate the software from your skills because that way there if they didn't want you to update anymore, you still have that incoming um, hosting payment, right? The Strategy Studio.
Okay. I think I get it now. So you
I
charge
know
for
it's
the
like a lot to
software
like think about and be
and
like,
then
wait.
if you charge them the software and then obviously if they want you like to build out the site and stuff, that's like an additional charge
Yeah,
and
so
keep
what you
updating it.
Yeah, so you'd be like, okay, this is where your site's gonna be hosted, right? They purchase the software. On top of that, you would charge a setup fee. And that setup fee would be whatever you charge for the website, 500, 700, 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is that you're gonna be doing. And you have a package that you would do that. So let's just see if this works now. Let me see.
Yeah, this is something I've been meaning to look into property, but
Yeah.
I've never had the time. But I seen the live, so I thought, oh, let me come on the live and see what it's about.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see here if it worked. I don't think it did not. I might have to reconnect it again. Let's see here. Sometimes you have to refresh. Okay, there we go. There's the form right there. So it's literally embedded into it, and they would just click over and fill all of that out. So that's the form that's actually connected to your CRM where it puts your information in. You can set up automations behind it with emails, all the things. Another thing that I forgot too is you can actually add on a booking calendar and they can book with you to just have a free consultation. And you can set up your days, your times, all the things. So these are all things like a lot of businesses need and don't realize like how easy it is to get. And that's where, offering this service where you can create it is, I mean, it saves them so much time and money. All right, so let's see if it's working on that now. What other questions do we have?
Got a couple of questions in the chat, Amanda. One of them is from me and one of them is from Vicky that you might want to address,
Oh,
please.
okay. All right, let's see here. So just give them the share link for the website and they add it to their Strategy Studio account. Are you saying like if you built a website for a client, then you would push it to their account?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you build a website for the client and then they get Strategy Studio, how do they get the website that you built that's in your
Yes.
stuff into their stuff?
Yes. So this is what's really amazing. You can create something in your account and then I can push it over to their account for them. And I can add it over and push the assets that you've built for them. So like I created a mock-up website for my chiropractor down the street. I created it in my account because he didn't have an account yet. And then you just push it over to theirs. And then I just left off, fix where I left off. So you don't have to recreate anything. You can push things over to the accounts. Yes. So the client
And
is,
then,
go ahead.
so then you still have a copy of that in yours. You just shared basically a copy of them, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you can use that as a template for other things, right? Once you have a template for one business and you can just be like, okay, let me, duplicate this and put the branding colors on for this business. And now it's a new mock-up. So yes, Tammy, the client would pay for Strategy Studio, right? So you're selling them, this is where your website is hosted. And then you would then charge like a setup fee and a design fee or a monthly cost where they would also pay you for maintaining their website or creating content. And it is $97 for the full usage. Okay. And then we also have a plan that is $57 where they get limited contacts. They can't have communities. They can't have an affiliate program, which is another thing. You can actually create your own affiliate programs in here on the full software. And then we also have one that is $37 that is just for scheduling out content across the platforms. And with that, you also get the automation piece, which is, it replaces ManyChat. So you can do like keywords. And when somebody comments a keyword on your post, it sends them the message in a comment, likes it, DMs them, all that. So this also replaces ManyChat. What other questions do we have?
One more time. So the client's paying for the studio software of $97. Is that one time or monthly for them?
That's monthly. Yep. So you
Okay, that's
got it. Yep. So you as a person that is referring them also makes commission monthly off of it.
right. I just wanted to make sure it was a monthly. Thank you.
Yes. Yep. And right now, anybody that doesn't have it, you can hop on for free for 14 days. You can try it out, see what it's like. And then if it's not for you, that's okay. You can cancel before the 14 days is up.
So how much is it for us then? Because if it's $97 for the client, how much is it for us?
Same. Everybody's
Same.
account, yeah, is 97, 57, or 37. Yep. And then
And you mentioned reoccurring commissions. How would that work?
so
Like,
we
so if we get a client, then what's
Mhm.
the commission?
You get 20% monthly recurring revenue on every strategy studio. So I think it's about $20 a month that you would get in recurring revenue from that. And then whatever else you set up with the client, if you're any of the other stuff, like if they're having you maintain your website and you're charging them 297 a month, that's all yours.
Okay, okay.
Yep. And see, here we go. It went ahead and replaced the picture. So it is moving really slow today. But this is how you do it. You just prompt everything and you say, okay, put this picture here, put this, there. And it will change all of the things for you. All right. Any other questions? It's very exciting. I love doing this stuff. And if you're watching on Facebook, I have not been monitoring the comments, so I will look and see it if anybody had comments over there because I know I'm streaming there too. All right, I'm going to stop share so I can see everybody that's on. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm really excited to share this. I'm here for any questions. Most of you guys have been with me for a long time. And so, I'm here to help all the time. So just let me know what questions. Carla, if you have any other questions or you want to message me personally, let me know. Um, Let me drop my Facebook in here for those that maybe aren't friends with me on Facebook. This is probably the best way to get in contact with me because I use Facebook Messenger a lot to stay in contact with my clients. So let me go ahead and put that there. And if you found this helpful, let's go make money. This is such an easy way to go and mock up something. You could even take a website and say, let's just say you had a website that you liked. You can put that website in and say, hey, can you recreate this in this branding colors and switch this up? And it will literally recreate a website for you. You can put the inspiration in, which is really great because if you're like, I have no idea what to prompt or I have no idea how to lay this out, go look at some really nice websites that are in the same niche and put that in into the chat in the AI studio, and it'll make it for you. I've only okay, yeah. Yeah, just let me know when you get to watch it. It is recording. So yeah, I'm just gonna thank you guys for coming. And I'm so excited to share this with you guys. We're gonna do lives like this every single week. Next week it'll be Wednesday again. And then it'll probably switch to Tuesdays after that. So it'll next week, Wednesday at noon. And then it'll change to Tuesdays at noon. Yes, I'm so excited for you, Amanda. So many great things, so many great nuggets. So go in and practice. It's free right now. So go use up all the things. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming. Message me if you have questions, and I will see you guys soon.